Today we are uncovering the life-changing secrets of those living what some might call double identities. Our next guest has quite a story. In fact, it's made international news. Brianna Coppage, 28-year-old teacher, has made the headlines after it was revealed that she was by day living as a teacher. She taught freshman English at a high school in St. Clair, Missouri. Outside of the classroom, she decided on a different livelihood, moonlighting as an adult entertainer on OnlyFans. As you can imagine, it set off quite a story. Take a look.
I was a high school English teacher at a school in Missouri teaching freshman and sophomore English, and it was a dream come true. The downside of teaching was that I was barely making enough to survive. I went to college, I got my master's degree, and then I was working on a third degree, a specialist degree, and my student loan debt was piling up. Then about 6 months ago, my husband was laid off and things got really difficult for us. In the past, my husband and I had joked about making money on an adult fan page. So in May of this year, we just decided to go for it. We knew that there were risks, but we were honestly just in a tough situation, and it was supposed to just stay our secret. By July, we were making around $10,000 a month, and I started to get nervous that I was going to be found out. And in mid-September, one day after class, 2 school administrators knocked on my classroom door and said that we needed to talk. My heart dropped. I knew my secret had been discovered, and I knew I had been found out.
Brianna joins us now. You can take a deep breath. You're in a safe
I need
one. I'm happy you took a deep breath because I'm sure it's surreal to watch your story and be talking about your story while so many people are talking about you. Because this is still in the news and it's still red hot, so to speak. Let's start. You talk about the teacher's salary. We know, you know, it's a tragedy of society that teachers are not paid with all the hard work that they do.
Absolutely.
Yes. So you're in Missouri. You said you were barely making a livable wage as a teacher. And I don't ask this question out of judgment, but I will ask it out of logic. People will say, you know, you can take a different or side job doing a lot of things. Why was that site appealing?
It was appealing because I think most people know that teachers have a lot of work they have to take home. We aren't able to grade assignments during the day. I had 130 students and I have to grade every single one of their papers on my own personal time.
Yeah.
So after school, taking my work home every single day, and that's what I was doing. So I went to the OnlyFans because it could work around convenience.
Okay.
I could do it on my own time, during the weekend.
It worked for you. That's enough. You don't have to. It's worked for you. You and your husband collaborated on this, right?
Correct.
And so he was aware. Everybody's aware of what's going on. The secret came out in mid-September. You say 2 school administrators confronted you after class, and how did they say they heard about it?
They said that they received a report from someone in a different school district.
Because I would have been like, well, why was that person on OnlyFans?
Right.
Right?
Right.
Not that there's a bad thing, but a large portion of the content is meant for adults, as I understand.
Absolutely, yes.
And so you know better than I, because I have not, we've had guests on, I have not gone on yet, but that's my understanding. And so there's someone on the site viewing maybe adult content, and they see you.
Yeah.
And they report it.
Yes.
What did you deny it initially?
No, I didn't. There was no need to deny it. I wasn't trying to hide it from them specifically in that moment. They already knew there was no reason to lie.
So you're like, yeah, it's me, and this is why.
Yeah.
We did have to point out the St. Clair School District Superintendent Kyle Cruz said in a previous statement, the district has engaged legal counsel to conduct a comprehensive investigation into the matter. That actions taken as a result of the investigation will be in accordance with the board policy with guidance from legal counsel. This divided a lot of people. Some people said this is unfair. This is judging people who make an adult decision. And it's not as if you can't do both teaching and this. Can you do both?
So I made an effort to just be professional in the workplace, absolutely. No students ever knew. I never told anybody outside of my husband.
But once their parents know, they know.
Very true. So it was actually, my husband and I were at dinner, and some anonymous adults, I assume from the school, because that's who knew, posted in an online group about the teacher who has an OnlyFans that got fired today, and they posted my link for all the students to see. Students had no idea up until that point.
Have you heard from students specifically who've asked? Because you resigned.
I did.
You chose to resign rather than be fired?
Correct.
You thought they were going to fire you?
I never knew. They never said if I specifically violated a policy or not, and they didn't say if they were going to fire me, but I just felt like it would be best if I walked away.
And as I said, this divided a lot of people because there was even a petition for you to keep your job. But I guess, you know, this show is kind of about double life, and it is, you know, a stark contrast from teacher to OnlyFans. That said, did you really believe that you could do both? Especially because what is it, middle school kids, right?
High school.
High school, which, I mean, come on. High school young people seeing and knowing. Could you do both?
I don't believe in them knowing. I could never do both. No.
Well, I should point out you probably don't need to do both because you're reportedly now one of the top creators on OnlyFans. You get nearly $1 million since launching this account this summer. You paid off. You paid off all your student loan debt, your car loan, as well. But I'm sure it's bittersweet. You earn an income, but it sounds like you do have a love of teaching and you really enjoyed your job.
Absolutely. I miss my students a lot. Just the connections. They would come into my classroom and tell me the milestones in their lives. Like, Miss Coppage, I got my driver's license over the weekend, and they would be so excited. So that's definitely been tough to process, knowing that I won't go back and have those.
But no regrets at this point?
No.
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 Million reasons why. Thank you very much, so much, Brianna. We appreciate your time and your story.